Hello, everybody. Dan DeFedericis from Saratoga Report, and I am here with a special guest and a new guest on this feature, Carol Haladjian, the owner and founder of the Beekman Atelier, and we're going to talk about what that is and very special event they have coming right up this weekend. Caroline, how are you? This kind of a warm week, mostly, right?
Yeah, I'm well. Happy spring. Today's the first day.
Yes, and it feels like spring,
Yep.
and certainly Tuesday felt like spring. And
Yeah.
this is a pretty exciting time. Before we go into what you have going this weekend, could you tell everybody what the Beekman Atelier is? You're right there, of course, on Beekman Street, obviously. The end near Washington Street, correct? Between Washington and Grand, would that be?
Yep, exactly. Next to the
Okay.
textile studio. Yeah.
Okay, and expand a little bit on that. What exactly does that mean?
So, well, originally the Arts District kind of ended at Grand, where you would see the local, and then across the way, the textile studio, which is my neighbor. But a year ago, we finally got approval to expand the Arts District to include the block that my property is on, so that I could then have it available to be what I wanted it to become, which is a retail space, and atelier, which means an artist design studio. So this is a European concept. Things I would dream about this when I would travel to Europe and see artists doing exactly what we do now in this space, which is creating, designing, draping on the figure. And actually, once we finish doing that, we even sew it. And we have many machines here that we work with. And then it goes into our retail space, which is the room next over from our studio. And it's a dream come true. And it's something I've never really seen when I lived in Los Angeles, Philadelphia, New York. Started popping up. The idea I'd seen in more avant-garde parts of the cities, but here I am in Saratoga now. We've been here 4 years, and I've been very inspired by all the creative energy around me and the encouragement to go for my dreams, which was to finally open this type of space. Really getting back to having my hands in design, which is what I studied in college. But as soon as I left college, it kind of was hands off. It was all computer and meetings and traveling, and not really having that connection with the craft of sewing, designing, and draping.
This is exciting for me to hear you talk, because the excitement in your voice talking about this passion project of yours is just uplifting. It's really neat, the energy you're bringing to this. Tell me how people in and around Saratoga, visitors, residents, and so forth, and obviously I know you have some opportunities for children as well. How can they take advantage of what you've created here? What are some of the options for people to do that?
Okay, well, we're very flexible with our options. We go from private lessons that you can book at your convenience, one-on-one, semi-private. You can come to one of our workshops, classes, summer camps. Here's a photo of us at our last year summer camp with a group of wonderful young girls, ages 8 to 13. Sandra's in this photo. She's my associate. Has over 30 years of teaching experience and costume design experience, and she's been a very important part of this whole process to making it happen, because she's got so much knowledge to really get these kids to understand what they're all excited to do this, but to actually make it happen, she's very good at educating everybody about this dying art, really dying craft. And it's really great for the kids. So you can come to these camps, you can try it out with the lesson, you can just pop in even hourly to use our machines, bring in your machine if you just don't know how to thread it or have never used it, get some supervision, use our dress form. So there's so much that you can do. Here's another photo from our camp. This is where we redesigned a t-shirt, and the kids they were so creative with what they came up with. And it was really a fun chance to see what they could come up with. And they're actually returning to a camp this year. So that's how much they loved it, that they've been talking about it, and they're coming back for more this summer.
Expand on that? What are the camp opportunities for the children?
So we're doing the same pretty much what we did last summer for one of the weeks, which is just an overall design. You'll be sketching, you'll be designing, draping on the dress form, and then sewing on a machine. We also mix in some, different dye techniques. So the kids get outside and we're doing sun dyeing. So we really break up the day, because being at the sewing machine all day really is exhausting mentally and physically. They just need to get up. And so we make sure to do our little breaks to do other things and just enjoy the outdoors. And then we have other camps that I've come up with some great instructors. We have a macrame camp, which is like hand knotting design work to create different pieces. I sell the teachers' work in my shop that you can come see this Saturday. We also have a crochet camp going on. We also have Sandra will be teaching a Fun with Quilting camp, which you'll take pieces of quilted fabrics that you'll make and put them on items like you can wear, like your denim jacket, to customize your wardrobe and other things. So, and we're always coming up with new ideas. We really are here for the community. So one time someone asked, it'd be great to have weekly meetups where we can bring our crochet or something we're working with our hands and just have a social type setting where, we can meet a couple hours a week. So we started doing that this winter, and it was a great opportunity to get people together and, do something creative while it's freezing and snowing outside. Here's another photo of one of our students last summer, and she applied a lot of trims on hers. She made her t-shirt into a cardigan, and it was really innovative. I really liked where she went with the project.
This is great to see these kids come up with their own creativity and their own designs and so forth. You said it was dying, but it seems to me, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, isn't there a somewhat of a bit of a resurgence for people trying to get back to the basics, whether it involves food or textiles and other things?
It's true. I do see that. I see that. I think we're all kind of craving that again, because we've been oversaturated with technology and what other things are going on in our lives, where we're just always having to be on fast forward almost. We don't get to slow down. So I have heard, my children are still very young, but they do love sewing, but they haven't had that. They haven't seen the effects of the technology yet, but I do see the older kids in high school telling me, I really just love to now buy, use vintage clothes, recreate. Also the whole sustainability aspect to working on updating, having a garment in your closet that you haven't worn in years that you can then make something new out of it. And that's been great. So you're right that I do hear about it a lot, and it's exciting to hear that. And that's where we're also getting people coming in interested. So that does show that there is a need for this. But before the shop was here, I didn't really see anywhere that you could go to do this in town. So.
Okay, and people can get a feel for this Saturday at your 1 year anniversary that we were talking about, from 1 to 4 p.m. And what exactly is going to go on during that period, 3 hour block?
Well, we're doing another one of our pop-ups, which is we feature a local artist to give them the opportunity to showcase their work. This artist is from Vermont, and she's going to have some ceramic pieces that she'll have in the shop. So that'll give her a chance to show her work, and people can buy her work when they come. We're also just having a party where we're going to have a lot of treats that we're making and some champagne to celebrate the 1 year, some discounts if you buy something in the store on Saturday, and then I have some giveaways that are a surprise. So just a fun time and a great chance to see the atelier if you haven't had a chance to yet.
Oh, that's terrific, folks. This is I've been there a number of times, and it's a pretty neat place. I am looking forward to getting involved with you with my two daughters, who like those things. My one daughter maybe has to wait a year or two before she's ready for that, but my 11-year-old seems to be a perfect age for that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, good though. This Saturday, March 22nd, from 1 to 4 p.m. And folks, if you cannot make that, I'm going to put it once again, the website up there that you can reach out to Caroline or anyone else that helps her there, and find out about coming in to observe things or to participate in things, as well as the camps. What a great option. for the camps this summer for your child to do that. And Caroline, any last things about the weekend or Saturday or anything else regarding this?
Oh, I can't think of anything. I hope to meet more people this weekend, and I'm always looking for feedback, and we're still learning a lot. So we're looking to see, we're here for the community. So any suggestions are always appreciated.
That's great. Truly a community
Yeah.
minded business here. Good for you and for being part of the Beekman Street district there. That is terrific. Well, thank you for joining us today. Best of luck on Saturday, folks. Like, once again, Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., 103 Beekman Street between Grand and Washington. We're right up from the local restaurant that you mentioned earlier, and hope to see you out there. Thanks,
Thanks
Caroline.
again. Thank you.